it out.
Okay, you got to try this one.
Indigo?
It's really hot.
Okay.
But you got to try it. Tell me what you think.
The smell is overwhelming. So, when you're younger, you go and you get like beer flights. We don't do that now. We get a bunch of tea and do that and make tea flights.
Yeah.
This is Harney and Sons Indigo Punch that we're tasting right now. It's literally blue. You can't see because the mug is yellow, but it's literally blue.
It says that if I put some lemon in it, it would turn it purple.
Oh, it's butterfly pea flower with a vibrant and fruity twist.
I wonder what the lemon, is it the acid in it? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like we have a chemistry experiment.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah, here we go.
Two besties, no boundaries. We are no boundaries today on the tea side.
Yeah. Well, they're all decaf though, so that's
welcome to our tea flight.
Yeah.
We've got Indigo Punch from Harney, which I like these. Look at these
from
tins.
From a graphic designer standpoint, I freaking love these tins. I think I'm right. I think you're right. I'm gonna put some flowers in them or something.
So Julie got me vanilla
Cormo.
Yeah. And it's this gray, it's downstairs. It's a gray tin.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. And I thought, I want to look it up because she had the raspberry with her when you were
the raspberry herbal
when you gave it to me
is really good.
And so she left me one satchel of the raspberry and I fell in love with it.
Yeah. So good.
And so I went on Amazon and I ordered like 6 different teas.
And they're affordable. They're
Harney.
affordable too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Harney and Son. But anyways, I had this one. This Indigo Punch. We also have peppermint herbal, caffeine free. So funny thing is I'm caffeine free. So I have to.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's nice about the vanilla Komoro or whatever, it is a black tea, but it's decaf.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
So yeah. And there's not too many, like my husband will drink Lipton decaf black tea. And I'm like, I have standards. So, I just, that whole tea snob in me.
Yeah. It's good though.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. And I love honey in my tea too. And honey's supposed to be really good for you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is just more 40-year-old banter. Oh, honey's good for you these days. Good.
So welcome back.
Yeah.
I feel like
you got your Saturday night moo-moo on?
Saturday night moo-moo on.
Also, you're wearing something with beavers on it, huh?
Yeah.
You're usually not a beaver person.
I like them. I like them beavers.
Okay.
In the sports.
Oregon State beavers for people that are not following.
Yeah. So, hey, let's, so first of all, again, thank you for coming back to listen to us banter and talk and do a tea flight.
Yeah. So yeah, Harney and Sons, go check that out. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe you already know about it and we're late to the game. I have no idea.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're the one that gave it to me. So
yeah, I started.
Anyways. So, hey, let's this episode talk about, we've been on a rant of lately of talking about what our 40s look like versus what we thought they'd look like. And then personal and professional growth and kind of who we are and where we maybe want to go kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the things that we do in our 40s that we probably shouldn't anymore.
Oh.
Or the things that we should do in our 40s that we're not doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if we could, we talk about we really want to go and float the river again, right?
Sorry, I thought about what's the movie that came out with The Rock, Jungle Cruise?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why when you said that, all I thought was
I'm definitely The Rock.
Monkeys and alligators.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't do that either. No jungle cruising. But yeah, no, I don't, I mean, at 40, it's probably still doable, but last year we keep talking about this 40th birthday party we had, but remember, we went out on your husband's boat and he put us in an inner tube and left us in the water and we're like, oh yeah.
Well, he went to go take the kids around and
the boat broke down.
The boat broke down. Yeah.
But then we're like, they came back and they're like, oh, it's going to be a little bit. We're like, oh, we're totally fine.
And we did have friends on other boats that were,
so we weren't,
they were coming and going.
But we
had no snack. We did have the snackle.
Oh, we did have a snack.
We did have your snackle.
Yeah. And so I feel like we were like, yeah, it's totally fine, but like we weren't even drinking that much at all. But the next couple
I
days,
feel like
we had hard cider.
1 or 2 hard ciders at the time.
Yeah. And so like we weren't really drinking at all, but like the next day we had like sun hangover.
Oh,
yeah.
That's like the worst.
Yeah. So like days of
when you're like tired, you're just hungover because you didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Or you were burnt.
Yeah.
In our case.
When we were younger, you had the in-ground pool. And so like we would be in the pool all day.
Yeah.
I'd come over for the whole weekend. We'd be doing that all day. Or like you'd come over to my house. We'd do the slip and slide all day around the sun. No big deal. Totally fine. I get to get up and go the next morning. No. Let's add slip and slides to the list of things you should do after 40. Especially if you have some of these. Because like you don't want to hit the ground now that you have.
Well, if this area is bigger than this area, then you're good. Right? You got the inner tube. You got a little like, woo. You can really catch some traction.
Yeah.
I gotta get comfortable. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
The tea got me all messed
I was
up.
say we were all interested in our tea. Yeah. So, and okay, so okay. I have a wardrobe malfunction. Sorry. Our mixer fell off the table. Okay.
Okay.
So something in our 40s that we should not do. We usually when I come over, we have a bunch of snacks.
Yeah.
And we eat
kind of like, well, this is healthy compared to what
this is not the typical snacks. We love some peanut M&Ms.
We do.
Nutella cookies or Nutella in general.
I just showed her because I bought them last night for the kids. Skittle Littles.
I didn't know that was fun. Isn't that fun? Skittle Littles. Oh my god!
It reminds me of the mini M&Ms.
Yeah, I knew you liked those. So.
I'm on a hunt for all mini things, like the mini peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh,
they have mini Kit Kats. They got mini little Skittles, Skittle Littles. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do. We should not.
We really. Yeah. So then So I usually follow a pretty clean diet, and then I come down here. I'm like last
time.
Except
for when she makes enchiladas.
Yeah, I made enchiladas for dinner tonight, and I'm not supposed to have dairy, so we'll see how that goes.
It's an adventure.
Yeah. So and vegan cheese isn't a thing. So.
Wait, did you use vegan cheese? Did I eat vegan? Okay.
No.
I'm like, wait, I don't want to eat vegan cheese.
Cow's milk cheese. No. So like you learn like through your 20s and 30s, you can pretty much iron gut it. You can like eat like crap the next morning. You're totally fine. You can't do that anymore.
No,
like, I had a little too much of that cheese and now I'm ruined.
Like heaven forbid you go to Taco Bell.
I haven't. I don't think I could do it. Dude.
Oh.
And I used to slaughter me some chips and cheese and some tacos.
Like you think about this stuff, like, okay, so growing up, we actually ate. This might be the first time my mom, if she listens to this episode, or
Sorry,
dad,
Pam.
my mom or my dad, because I think my dad actually listens too.
He does. Oh, that's nice.
Julie loves my dad.
I see your dad just watching it and going, like he used to. He'd come in the backyard and we're doing something stupid, and he's just like,
and he'd walk away.
Be careful, and then keep walking.
Yeah. But we in junior high for breakfast, Julie would get dropped off at my house because her mom had to go to work earlier than our bus would get there. Mm-hmm. So, and we've talked about this. We lived like just around the corner from each other. So she would come to my house and we would hang out for what, like 30 minutes, you think?
Yeah. 30,
and then we'd walk down to the bus stop.
Yeah.
Well, in that 30 minutes, we legitimately every day ate a bowl of mint and chip ice cream and drink a root or Dr. Pepper. And then we'd go get on the bus
and go to school.
And then when Julie told me at one point that she thinks she might be pre-diabetic, I was like,
yeah,
maybe I caused that.
Well, you know what? My fat butt had already eaten breakfast at home. I had already had cereal at home. Or
did?
Yeah, my mom always fed me breakfast. Or I had a waffle or I had eggs.
What the hell? You never told me that. See, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't eat breakfast.
Yeah, we got to get those junior high photos out. I was a big girl. We were just looking at a picture of Katrina's like, this is 4th grade. And I'm like, I was huge if this is 4th grade.
I got a couple. I'll have Dwayne put them
up there. Yeah.
And here.
Yeah. So yeah, diet stuff. Like junk food is delicious. And you really have to make this conscious effort to be like, is this worth it? What do I have planned tomorrow? Am I close to a toilet? Could I be close to a toilet? Like, you gotta make plans.
I think on that same vein though, the other thing that I'll do, I'll do this and then I'll regret it for like 3 days later is getting too involved in like a TV show or a docuseries or something on Netflix and I'll binge it
Oh.
until like 2 o'clock because it's always like there's just one more episode. There's just
Yeah.
one more episode.
Yeah.
And then your sleep schedule is off for like 4 days.
Yeah, because when you don't get a lot of sleep, you don't feel it the next day. The next day, you're like, I actually feel great. This is okay.
You got the adrenaline.
It's the day after that.
Yes.
And you've had enough sleep the night before, but
Heaven
it's still
forbid it be a
catching.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, it's still catching you up. Yeah, I get in like, I think when I first discovered Forensic Files, I think I stayed up till like 4 a.m. I was like, I gotta go to bed. They're just like 30-minute quick murder episodes, So
Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah, I like a good fast murder.
You know, the funny part is when I'm away for work, traveling, I will, if there's a show that I like, I'll call Dwayne and be like, okay, I'm headed to bed. It's like 9 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm headed to bed and all intentions of heading to bed.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn on like my tablet or something and I'll get to watching this. I'm like, I'm just going to watch one episode.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I realized in my life, I have no self-control.
Yeah.
Like anyways, I'll talk about the wine night in a minute, but this is why I have no self-control because I'll watch one episode. Then I'm like, oh, it's only like 9:30, 9:45. I can watch one more episode and then I can go to bed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so then I'll watch one more episode and then I'm like, yeah, but that was a cliffhanger. Now I really need to know what happened. And so it'll just keep, and the next thing you know, I'm just tired the next day because I didn't get to bed until like 11:30.
Yeah. TikTok I will scroll TikTok sometimes when I can't see.
Oh yeah.
And I'll scroll TikTok and then it gets so bad where TikTok actually comes on and it's like, hey, you've been scrolling for a while. And I'm like, quit judging me. I don't even listen to that whole video. I'm sorry.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, staying up late is really hard. Like my mom makes fun of me. My mom's always been a night owl. And she can
like stay up until like midnight
and
or 1 a.m.
4 a.m. she's awake. Yeah. So
I've
apparently this wears off, I guess, in your 60s. I don't know.
Oh, maybe we have something to look forward to.
But like 8 p.m. last night, my husband and I were in bed.
Oh yeah. No,
me and not sleeping. We were like laying there. I think I was watching something or he was watching on his phone. And
me and Dwayne went to dinner the other night and I made reservations for 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was for 4:30.
Early bird.
For 4:30 and then I had to push it to 5 o'clock. And we're sitting there at the restaurant and I look over and there's only like 2 other couples there. And I look over and they're both like elderly. And I told Dwayne, I was like, is that it? Is this where we're at in life? We're having dinner at 5 o'clock at night. And we got home and we were in bed by like 9. And I was like, okay. And he was like, well, are you mad about it? And I was like, no, I'm actually not.
Yeah.
This is actually, I think they have the secret to life right here.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Cause my husband, he wanted to go watch a movie. Like go to the theater and watch a movie. And he's like, okay, so the show times are 7:30, 9:30, something. And he's like, oh, the 7:30 doesn't have very many seats left. Let's go to the 9:30. I'm like, it's a 3-hour movie. Okay. So I'm like doing the math. I'm like,
I'm going to need a nap before we go.
And I was like, dude, he makes fun of me all the time because he starts a movie and then he's like, are you asleep? And I'm like, no.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm not the only one that does that then.
Yeah.
He makes fun of me too.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I'm 40. I can't go see a movie starting at 9. Like, yeah.
You could show up in your PJs and your blankie with your pillow.
Well, we go to the really nice theater in Pasco and they have recliners.
Oh, yeah.
So you could probably just fall asleep.
So I have taken my own blanket to...
It's always cold in there. So that makes sense.
Well, I've taken my own blanket to the Rio here in Sweet Home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get comfy.
Anyways.
Yeah. I'm paying for a lot for this ticket. I'm bringing blanket.
Yeah.
And
so
peanut M&Ms.
What's something that you recently did that your body immediately filed a complaint on? Did you guys go to the movie?
We did go to the movie
at 9:30. Did you make it?
I did. Not all the way home in the car. I fell asleep in the car. I think I showed up here one day, and you're like, your mom was here, and she's like, "What is wrong with you? Why you got like a hitch in your get along?" I was in the back of my husband's truck unloading some stuff, and then I was like, dumb. I forgot I was 40 and I just jumped off the back of his truck. And he's just got like an F-150, so it's not super lifted or anything. But I just like jumped out of the back of the truck and my hip was like, And I was like, oh man, my hip popped. Oh, that really. So then I'm like hobbling around. He's like, what did you do? I'm like, I just jumped out of the truck and like almost ate it. And like we had contractors there working on the siding. So like they totally saw it. I had to like play it off like I'm not dying.
You're like, yeah, I'm great.
Yeah. So in that moment, like in midair, I went, this isn't gonna be good. So yeah, that's probably the last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every day when I wake up, I'm like, something hurts.
I know.
Something hurts of some type.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's easy to do. I think you can like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I could step wrong and I end up regretting it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Something else, I guess, when you're 40 is like, I think we talked about it in the not cool episode, but like fashion sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, am I
so
dressing cool for a 40-year-old or am I like not cool? I don't know.
Well, so here's the thing is my problem with the like outfit stuff is I have stuff as an outfit that I no longer can wear. Like if
Yeah.
I wear heels for more than like 20 minutes, my feet are going to rebel
Yeah.
and hate me. But I have a whole bunch of them, but I don't want to get rid of them because I don't know. In my head, I think like, oh, wait, one day I'll wake up and I'll be fine.
See, and I think that's part of turning 40. I know I'll see shoes at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something, and I know they're ugly as sin, but I know they look comfortable. So if I put them on and they're comfortable, I'm gonna buy them because I'm going for comfort now.
Yeah.
Like they went to the Chris Stapleton concert.
Ugh.
And Catrina was like, we all got those like, they're probably not.
We were at the Gorge.
We were at the Gorge at George, and that's like all downhill. And then
beautiful.
It's beautiful. Overlooks the Columbia, but the seats we're in, the floor is slanted like this, big time. So like Katrina and the two girls and myself, we all went and we all dressed her in Western wear, right? Katrina wore her new boots, or I don't know if they were new, but your boots.
I don't know if I had actually worn them at that point.
And their toe is like this.
Yeah, they're cute.
And yeah,
I should go grab them.
They are super cute. You should grab them.
Anyway, I don't know that I want to wear them.
Halfway through,
they have halfway. They have a zipper on the side that kills you.
Oh yeah, yes. Well, and like not even halfway through the concert, she looks over at me and she goes, "My feet loathe me," and I'm like, "What?" And then I look over and she has no shoes on. She's standing on her boots, and so every time someone has to walk past us in the aisle, they're like stepping over her boots. And
I remember telling Julie, I was like, "I'm gonna get grouchy soon."
Yeah,
because I hate moving.
Yeah. Yeah, and so then we had to climb our way out of this thing that's, in this cavern kind of a thing. And she had to put the boots back on. And we were like, oh my God.
But that's another one that like we weren't even in our 40s yet. And
no.
I feel like we did not think good about that whole plan.
Concerting after 40.
Well, because the concert was great, but then we had to drive how far?
It was like, I think it was 2 hours. 2 hours and something.
It was like 2 hours back to your house. So by the time you figure by the concert gets done at like 11:30.
Yep.
And then
we didn't get out of the parking lot until like 1 though.
Yeah, because we had to watch some lady puke in front of us in a car. That was a whole other thing.
That was horrible.
And then so by the time we got back to your house, it was like 3 in the morning, remember?
Yeah, it was terrible.
And then we went to bed. So you get home and then you're like, okay, I gotta get like ready for bed. You get to bed. And then I think I had to get up the next morning at like
you guys had to leave.
Yeah, there was something going on.
We hung out and went to Pendleton the day before, but then you guys
had to leave. We had to get up and leave by like
something with Katie. Something sports or something.
Yeah, I can't remember. We had to leave by like 7 that morning. So I literally got like
and then she had to drive 5 hours.
And then I had to drive 5 hours home. It was, and I remember that drive home, I was like, this is the worst.
So that's a combination of what we just talked about. Staying up way too late. Yeah.
And I just kept thinking like, how could we have done that differently other than camp out there?
Yeah, if we go to the Gorge again, we're going to get a camping spot. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the thing. And like, so we're going to another concert in August. Yeah. If I pay you for my ticket that I get to go, I need to.
I bought her ticket.
We're going to go see Whiskey Myers.
You can just keep it. I'll count it as your birthday present.
Oh, yay. So, we've already kind of talked to like Katie and we're like, I'm like, I need help finding an outfit or whatever. Cause I don't know how to dress at this thing. Like you always show up and you think, oh, I look cute. And then you show up and you're like, no, everybody else looks better.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah. Or Katrina's got on boots that she knows she's going to hate herself later, but she's still wearing them.
I did wear them last year.
Did you wear them to Bend?
Not last year, the year before that. So the funny part is we've already seen Whiskey Myers at the same place and we're going again because we liked it so much.
Yeah.
But I did wear them, but we had seats. So I didn't stand.
And we were in the grass and the seats weren't like this.
And I have a feeling that the boots came off at some point.
Yeah.
Knowing me.
See, that's going to concerts when you're like younger. You stand the whole time. You bounce around. It's great. But like concerts start really late for what we're talking about, how old we are. So like the concert starts, and it's like, that one was over like 10 o'clock probably.
Yeah, and
Just trying to find an Uber.
We also learned that Uber like triple charges you for concerts.
Crystal, the Uber driver, if you're out there, we still love you. You're great.
I don't think I have her phone number anymore.
I'll say we should send her our TikTok. Anyway, so that it's over at 10, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. We're gonna go back and get jammies. Well, one of the ladies we're with, she's like, all right, let's go to this 12-eyed cricket, whatever that.
Oh, cross-eyed
cricket, and we're gonna go to this bar, and it'll be fun. And I'm like, but jammies, no bra, I want to go. And Katrina's over here looking at the boots she's wearing, going, I guess I could get an Uber to take us there.
I'm regretting my life choices at that point.
And Dwayne's like, why are you guys being stick in the muds? Come on, come on.
But that is the one that we went and what do you call him? The bouncer guy. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like
very good looking.
Very good looking.
But I think
he was probably like 22, 23.
I think we were old enough to be his mom.
And he insisted on seeing my ID in order for me to get into the cross-eyed cricket. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Yeah. And I gave him my ID and I looked at him and I was like, honey, I'm old enough to be your mom.
Yeah. We did. He carded each and every one of us.
And so, he ended up letting us in, obviously. Yeah. But, we tried to dance. It didn't.
Oh, there was line dancing, and maybe that's something you don't do after 40. I don't know. There was quite a few people down at that.
Oh yeah, down at Kirk's
Ferry. I was going to say Knox Ferry, but I was combining two different things there. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe if it's for you, but
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I feel like my kids try to dress me sometimes, and I just can't do it. Other times it looks great.
Well, like other people will wear it, and like I said, I look like Miss Trudgebull from Matilda wearing it, and then they look like freaking supermodel, and I'm just like, what? Why can't I look like that? I don't know. Or maybe maybe that's part of
your thing.
Yeah, like maybe that's my niche.
Yeah, I don't know. Abby and Katie try to dress me sometimes, and I'm like,
yeah. See, that's when I have a teenager. I just have a dog. He doesn't care what I wear as long as I dish out the snacks.
So, what are some thinking through all the crazy things that we have going on and the things that we've done? What are some social commitments that I should have dodged or should dodge? Knowing that we very much have the same personality.
Yeah. And knowing that we like to be in bed early, or at least watching Murder Under a Blanket.
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Possibly sleeping halfway through it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's really easy to like overbook yourself. I mean, you have kids, so I'm sure you
know, my problem, my trap is that I volunteer for stuff in the future.
Oh, I hate when I do that. And when extrovert Julie is like, yeah, I'm there. And the introvert Julie on the day of is like, I hate myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things where I will commit to something and I'll be like, yep, I'll do it. And then as it's starting to come up, I'm like, oh, why did I do it? And then I end up having fun while I'm doing it. But
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I overbook, and like I said, I can be kind of extroverted sometimes, and that extrovert will like make plans and be like, yeah, this sounds so fun. But then I've done that so much that all this overbooking, I'm like, I really just need a day off. I need a day off to do nothing. Well, I've already booked something for today.
Yeah. No,
so, yeah.
I know. I try to keep my social commitments to a minimum.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. And then I Irish goodbye and people just think I'm an asshole.
And then she does. Yeah, she does do that. That same party or same concert.
Did you see, I sent you a TikTok on St. Patrick's Day that was like, today is the day to celebrate my favorite people that taught us all how to leave without saying goodbye.
I did not see that.
It was so cute. I was like, yep, that's my thing. That's the heritage I get.
That's your specialty. But I mean, that's a boundary, and you know it, and you're like, okay, I've done it.
I just feel like I like cap out. Like I'm capped and I got nothing else to
Speaking of the Irish goodbye, I feel like this time maybe Dwayne needs to sleep out in the living room and I'll sleep in the king bed with you. Yeah. And then, then if you need to Irish goodbye, then you just go. And if I need to, because I couldn't Irish goodbye. I was sleeping in the living room where everybody was. So I couldn't be like, all right, good night.
Oh, you mean, in Ben?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ben, sorry. Oh, yeah. In Ben.
We could just bring an air mattress. You could sleep in there.
Yeah. Just Irish. Because I'm like, I can't Irish goodbye. They're going to know where I'm at. right here. And plus, I think Jason was laying on my bed half the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
That's probably true. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think about like there's some things that come up that God, my foot's going to sleep now.
We can't sit cross-legged for too long.
Yeah. My foot goes to
Our
sleep.
feet get all
Like preparing for the trip that's coming up for the family trip that we're taking.
Maui.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm already thinking through what are things that I think I want to do and then what's realistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know that I want to go snorkel.
Bobby really wants to do that. And I was like,
I think I could do it, but I think it's going to wear me out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did I tell you my parents just did when they went to Hawaii? They just got back from Hawaii.
I heard she was going like ziplining or something.
Well, they want to go ziplining next time they go. They're 60. They're in the late 60s. My sister and I encouraged them to do this, but they went on this canal.
Oh, she told me about that. They were kind of like
tour.
Yeah, how did it go?
She loved it. That was
really
great. They were like panicking the day of. They like called me on the way there. Like they're trying to find the place. We're not sure we're gonna have to park. They give us gloves or something. We have these dry bags for our phones and like this whole thing. So then that night she calls me and she's like, "It was great. Oh my gosh!" And the people. Then she had to tell me all about because older people always do this, but she had to tell me all about like I don't know the leader guy, Jason. He did this and he's a football player and he did this.
Oh, his whole life story.
Yeah. And so then she was really excited because they helped them in and out of the tubes. I told them they would. They're not going to just like leave you to die.
Like, well, see you later.
Yeah. So they had a blast. And so like things like that, like normally they wouldn't do. But I told my mom, I'm like, you're in your late 60s. Like you don't do it now. When are you going to do it?
Yeah.
You're going to do it when you're 70 something? You're going to do it when you're 80 something? No. Do it now.
And also that sounds freaking cool. That sounds like something I could do is just float.
Yeah. I mean, they give you a helmet.
You gotta wear a helmet?
Yeah, because part of it, you go through like tunnels, underground stuff. Yeah.
Your mom was cool with that?
I know. She messed up her hair. I said, did your hair get wet? She hates when her hair gets wet. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's funny because sometimes some things that I'm like, I can't do anymore. I'm 40. My 60-some-year-old mother's doing. Like she's staying up till midnight. I'm over here like, it's 8.
I know.
I gotta get in bed.
Well, I wonder if it's a generational thing or if it's just we're so tired from the day to day still.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's talk about slang words.
Okay.
Because they have completely changed since we were at a cool age to use slang.
Mm-hmm.
The kids think it's funny. I think you were earlier. You were talking to them, and I was using them. Like I always okay. So I understand what they're trying to say when they say the slang words, but I purposely use them in the wrong context to get the kids riled up. And she was talking about Willie, our black lab, and how today was his birthday. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's because he's got the Riz.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was like, no, Mom.
I was say, is Riz going out?
But like, what are some terms that we used that are like my kids would have no idea of?
Oh.
Like getting the 411 is now
the 411,
the T.
Yeah, getting the T. Yeah. Or like we used to say 5150 for somebody who was crazy, and that's just the police code for crazy.
Psycho
is 5150. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
like
know.
whatevs.
Yeah, whatevs was big, and like
loser,
as if.
Why don't we bring back the loser one? I would love to call people losers.
Yeah, like that Beck song.
Why don't you kill me?
He's gonna make that a TikTok now. Yeah, I know. I hear some of the words that they say, and I'm just like, huh?
Yeah,
what? Or we were like the original like shortening things up, like the WTF, and like we were the originators of that and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. When a guy was good looking, he was just hot. We weren't like over here. He's got the Riz and the and what?
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of what the one is that they were just telling me the other day, and I was using it.
Or like Katie told me somebody in her class is a look at me girl or something like that. Pick me girl. And I
know what that is.
I thought she said pygmy girl. So like she was small. And I was like, pygmy girl? She's like a pick me girl. She's like, the ones that like.
I think that was what we would have considered back in the day.
I don't want to name names, but yeah.
You probably see the person that I'm thinking of right now.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She still is one.
Oh.
Yeah. We're not going to say her name.
I don't follow people that Julie follows on the socials.
Did you get rid of her?
She never was one of my friends on my socials.
I don't even know why she added me. I don't think she likes me. But I keep her around just because.
There was like a handful of them that we went to school with.
Yeah. I mean, Facebook is pretty much useless nowadays. Like,
it's the middle-aged social media.
But we're that weird gap. So like the 50-somethings plus are using the hell out of it. That's where they get all of their news.
Oh my gosh.
Like, oh, there was blue hamburger meat sold at Fried Meier. Why are you believing that? That's just random crap that's being, oh my God.
Sorry, I'm looking at my tea. Like,
yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and then the like way younger kids will not even touch it or even use it at all because it's useless.
Yeah. No, I know.
So that's something that over 40 we need to just put a hard stop to and just.
Yeah. I think the other thing is that I know I have been more daring in this than you have, but making spontaneous hair decisions.
Are you saying because I've had the same hair since? Where's that picture?
Hold on.
Where's that picture? We found a picture of me from 6th grade. Is it the one where I'm in by Santa? I think it's the Santa one. I'm wearing So I showed up today and I was almost wearing the same thing. And Kate pointed it out. And she goes, Angela, you look the exact same as you used to. I think all I had was bangs or something. Right?
It's from 1995.
Yeah.
December 5th, 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah. We'll have to, oh God, you were talking about her, but I couldn't remember. But anyways.
Limpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I totally spelled that wrong on this.
I knew what you meant though.
But anyways, we will show you guys this photo.
Yeah. Dwayne will put it right there.
Here.
Anyway, so that right there, or where it was, that was me in the outfit of the day. And I'm still 6.
The only difference
so I got to 6th grade fashion and never changed.
The difference is that you had bangs.
Yeah. And
when did you stop having bangs?
When someone told me they weren't good anymore.
I thought you in high school stopped having bangs.
Yeah. My mom. So that was before we went gothic. We got to find pictures of us when we were.
Oh,
gothic.
I have some.
So this was before, because this was 6th grade. We were gothic in 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah. Also, I wore this is back in the day when I got to wear my sweats everywhere. You notice I have my sweatpants.
My mom wouldn't let me wear sweats to school. That's why I don't have mine on. And I remember saying, Catrina gets to wear sweats.
Yeah, I wore my sweats. It started young.
Yeah. Well, especially once they made us wear blue and white.
Oh,
wore blue sweats all the time.
That must have been a free dress day.
No, that was 6th grade. They didn't start blue and white until 7th grade.
I thought that was 6th grade.
Mm-mm. We had free dress in 6th grade. Apparently gangs weren't a problem until 7th grade. Yeah. So your style, like, I guess your style gets to one. Mine did. I don't know. Well, no, because when I had a panic attack about that toxic work environment, I went to get my hair done and the lady was like, how much do you want to take off today? And I was like, screw it. Take it to my shoulders. And she was like, really? And
did you? I don't remember that.
Yeah. And so that Christmas, I came home or whenever my husband came back from working out somewhere and he's like, whoa, what happened to you? And I'm like, I had to get rid of some. I had to control
You were
something.
trying to get rid of the baggage.
Yeah. So when I look back now at it, I made that hair change because I had to like control something. And that was one thing I could handle. So,
well, I've gone from like colors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So one of my best friends is my hair lady.
Mm-hmm.
We call her in our house. We consider her name is Sonia and her title is Fairy Hair Mother.
Not Harry Fairmother. She's Fairy Hair Mother.
Fairy Hair Mother. She is everyone's fairy hair mother in my house.
She watches this?
Except for Dwayne, because Dwayne, he shaves his head.
Well.
But anyways, so I go in to her and she makes me laugh because I have done colors, I have done cuts, I've done bangs, no bangs. I mean, I'm in the midst of like getting rid of bangs. Like it's just. But I've always been it grows back kind of person.
I remember when I don't remember where I was, but I came back since I lived in Oregon. And like one moment you had normal like length hair and then the next time you had like a really short pixie cut.
Oh yeah.
She was Peter Pan for like.
Yes, I was. It's when we worked together.
Well, and it's that one picture we have of us when we made bagels.
Yeah.
And you had that really short hair and I was like, what the hell?
I did. I cut my hair into a pixie haircut.
Yeah.
And then I regretted it immediately.
Yeah. I blame my father because he was a very traditional Portuguese man and he did not believe in letting me cut my hair as a kid. Like my mom had to like take me to get my hair done in like secret because he always wanted my hair very long. So like I remember being in kindergarten, my hair was almost in my butt. So yeah. So I blamed him. He screwed me up and now I have to have whatever this is.
I think that's a difference. We had very different parents. Like my grandma literally Literally.
Dwayne said literally.
Dyed my hair electric blue raspberry.
She did.
In 8th grade.
She did.
She claims she didn't know when my mom came to pick me up.
The box is blue. I didn't know what color it was.
But remember, it wouldn't come out, and then my hair turned like a blue-gray?
Yeah.
I still, to this day, well, I feel like there's still a little wild in me. I'd still do something crazy.
Yeah, but you always say that I come up with these weird, crazy plans.
That's my hair.
And then I tell you, and then you're like, oh, Julie made me do this.
Yeah. Okay, so what is something that we currently do that we should stop doing, but we won't? I'm going to just put it out there that probably once in a blue moon, I'm going to drink too much wine. And it's not going to be my fault. It's because I'm a social drinker.
You're just having a good time.
I'm just having a good well, and the problem is that much like this tea, I drink wine like I do water, and I shouldn't. I have not learned the art of sipping.
Hi, I'm Catrina, and I'm an alcoholic.
I have not learned the sipping method.
Yeah.
But one day I will. So I think I'm doing pretty good because I hadn't had a hangover for quite a while.
Yeah, I don't remember my last one. Because again, hangovers aren't just like the next day. They're like the whole week.
So that's something that I probably should stop. But wine's good for you, so it's okay.
You're not getting...
One glass every so often doesn't hurt.
You're not getting like super bombed on like, I don't know.
Will I eat Taco Bell in the next 2 months? Probably.
Oh, will you? Oh.
I'll regret it immediately and not eat it again for 2 more months. But
I can't.
It's like McDonald's. Like for some reason, every so often, I'm like, oh, I really need that chicken nugget.
I would say sometimes you drive by and
like,
fries smell amazing. They put crack in the fries or something. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure this year has been a year so far of like, I'm going to do something and I'm going to stick to it. And 2 days in, I'm like, never mind.
I mean, January lasted for like 3 months. So like, I don't blame you on that. Like,
yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't like something I should stop doing, but I won't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you talked about it when you said that like the binging and staying up too late. Like, again, I probably should be getting plenty of sleep and like, or like the junk food thing. Okay, yours is wine, mine's junk food. I have a horrible sweet tooth. So I just can't bring it into the house.
I do too. I just see, and that's the thing. Like, I only drink wine when we're together with other wine drinkers.
You're not like, just alone crying into your shower to Sarah McLachlan playing
the Angel song or Blind Melon.
Yeah, just tears and
no.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't do that.
Yeah, drinking alone is a different thing.
I would say, and for the most part, I'm usually a 1 or 2 drinks when I'm out, but it's just every so. And I think it's usually when I'm at the top of my stress levels. So, anyways, and then I regret it for like a week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, mine would be junk food or like froyo. I have a hard
froyo.
Giving up. I can't.
I can get down with some soft serve ice cream.
Oh, yeah. With rainbow sprinkles and some waffle cone bits. Oh.
On that note, maybe we should go get some junk food.
Do we have a Skittlittles?
Skittlittles.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's so much stuff that like overnight, it shouldn't happen overnight, but it feels like overnight. You're like, I can't stay up all night and down a whole... What did we do that one time? We downed a whole box of Capri Suns and...
Oh, God. Yeah. I can't even drink a Capri Sun anymore.
Yeah, we got in trouble the next morning by your mom. She was like, you guys drank all of these? This was for the whole weekend. And we're like,
Yeah. We might have put some in the freezer.
We
because that was like the best. Put them in the freezer.
Oh, yeah, make them slushies. Like, yeah. We probably ate all of the fruit by the foot as well. Like all of them. Like all 18. We ate all of them. 18.
Those were good.
We ate 18 feet of fruit by the foot.
But you're right. Now, if I eat those things, I'm like...
Yeah.
I feel like my palate has matured.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I made pancakes for myself the other morning and like I don't usually eat that for breakfast. I was like carb drunk all day long. I was like, I can't do anything today. My husband's like, why did you eat pancakes? I'm like, they sounded good.
Carb drunk.
Yeah. It's like a donut. You have a donut and you're like, oh, donut sounds really good. I'm going to have one. Like Locals donuts.
Oh, I had one. Or not a donut. I had what's the other thing they make?
Beignet.
No, but a beignet.
Oh,
those are like
destroy some of those.
No, it was a pretzel.
Oh,
It was a
yeah.
pretzel. And those were,
Yeah.
Katie was like dying laughing at me because we were outside Home Depot and I'm like shoveling this thing in because I want to go into Home Depot. And I was like, forget it. We're just taking it with me.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can't take that into Home Depot. I was like, watch me.
Yeah. Well, my boss, she'll see the van or the whatever, the trailer, and she will grab a bunch of the big glazed donuts, and they're like super thick. And you're like, everybody's eating one in the office, and I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, okay.
You should just cut one in half. You cut one in half, it's like the regular size donut.
We should have split one. I told my mom that. And so like you eat it and you're like, this is the best thing ever. Give it 20 minutes, you're like, oh gosh, what did I do? You know?
Yeah.
So
because they're like Krispy Kremes.
Yeah.
Just gigantic.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely, I should probably cut that out, but I won't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't eat it every day. I've just learned I can't have certain things in the house. I can't control myself.
I think that you guys that listen should probably tag us in the I'm too old for this like tagline and tell us what you're too old for. You feel like you're too old for. I don't know. I've always had the mindset of like, I'm not too old for anything except when it comes to physical activity.
I was like, I can't run.
I can't run.
Yeah.
I flipped the quad a couple days ago, and I realized that I need to take that a little slower.
Yeah.
Somehow I did not hurt myself. At least I don't think I did. But I think that's just because I rode quads like my whole life. But like I think the older I get, the more risk adverse I am.
Oh.
Like I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this worth the physical pain I'm going to feel tomorrow? Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like wearing cute boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's, it's one of those. So
yeah.
Anyways, tag us. Tell us what you guys think you're too old for at this point, because maybe we missed something. I think I'm too old for hikes, but I think that's my excuse for not doing it.
I know. I'm so stupid because I'll be like, we should hike. We should, like, we're going to Alaska. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this really beautiful hike we should do to this glacier. We should do it. And then, like, I hear that leave my mouth. And then I'm like,
what are you doing?
I'm going on vacation.
That voice inside of you is saying, what are you doing?
I'm going on vacation to hike?
Yeah, we're not hiking vacation people. We've talked about this.
I know. But there's this Julie inside of me that like thinks I'm Bear Grylls or something. Like yes, we're going.
Bear Grylls.
Yes, I'm going to go outside, drink my own pee. I'm going to build my own shelter. No, I can't do any of that.
We just talked about on the last was it the last episode about camping?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not campers.
I know, but
don't do it.
But my brain's like, we should go camping. My husband's at home building a kayak trailer for our kayaks to sit in, and it's going to be our camping trailer.
Are you guys driving up there?
No, we're just gonna have kayaks and go kayaking around our house, or like
okay,
like in the
to practice.
Yeah, or like, we're gonna go back to Wallowa this summer too.
Oh, that's right.
So he's building this trailer. He got this older trailer. He's building. He has the kayak racks on it, and it's gonna be our like camping trailer. I'm like, yeah, we'll put our camping tote in it. It'll fit our tent. Yeah, this is like perfect. Again, Bear Grylls is in there going, yeah, we're gonna do it. And then like I'm gonna get out there and I'll be like, it's too cold right now. I don't really want to get up and make coffee. Like it's too cold.
Like, why can't you just start me a fire like Osgar?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Osgar.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everything is like Turkish camping for sure, but yeah.
I don't know.
Is camping something we should wipe off the list after 40? I see a lot of old people doing it.
I feel like you camp different after 40. I feel like you're smart enough to realize what your comforts are, that you need to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
My comfort is I need a good, supportive bed.
Yeah. Oh, sleeping on the ground ends when you're like 16.
I can't even. Yeah.
No.
I laid on the floor the other day and I was like, crap, now I got to get up.
Yeah. There we go. Let's add that to the list. You get on the floor and you're like, why am I down here? Now I have to get back up. You got to like find the edge of the couch to be like,
yeah.
But then these bitches on TikTok are like our age and they're like They're over here like showing off how much they can power lift and like all this stuff. And I'm like, we are not the same.
Yeah, I've never been able to power lift. No, thank you.
I wasn't built to power lift. I was built to sit.
I did flip the quad from upside down to its side.
Maybe you did.
Now, my husband had to flip it the rest of the way, but I got it at least halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was just a little bit of an angle. That's all.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah. So maybe don't let your inner Bear Girls tell you what to do.
Yes.
Because it's not always right.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, we've probably talked enough now. We've drank enough tea that I got pee. So.
I was going to say, we didn't even touch our mint tea.
No.
We didn't taste it.
We'll get there. That'll be the good night tea.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Yes. Yes. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for listening to us.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit the like, the bell, the subscribe, all the things,
Follow us on TikTok, and on Instagram and Facebook and all the places. Whatever social media you feel most comfortable using.
Yeah.
Follow us.
If it's Facebook, good for you.
We might follow you back if you're interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you'll never get rid of us.
You'll never get rid of us. Because that's what Dwayne did. He just started following Catrina around one day and now he's stuck with both of us. So
yeah, he got the twofer.
Yeah, he just didn't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening. And we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
Out bitches.